Okay, we just took a short in here. There was a little divergence on the ticky, but the premium suggests that we will probably test that price. And there we go. As you look at this volume profile, you can see we're going to run into some issues if we make it down into 34. It all depends on where we're at with the lamb here, but it would seem like the lamb's going to be in the same boat. And therefore it might be difficult for us to get past this into this area of higher volume down at 32, which would be a nice target. Yeah, it's not liking that. So looks like we're going back up to grab some more sellers. again. There we go. Okay, here's the test. Ah, very good. All right, now we're trailing the stop because it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Nope. See how the premium stepped up? Yeah, we're just got stepped up. Okay, well, that's all right. We expected it to have trouble there, and you can see it did. That's the value of watching the matrix. Now, we may take another short a little later, but you could see that that was an area of low volume. Historically, people didn't want to trade at that price, and that's just exactly what took place here. Now, this may go back there, and the more historical activity we develop there, will, as we're doing right now, will change this picture. And once that changes, then we'll go after 33.75, and then we'll go after 33. So you watch how that happens. Now we go again. Now we could have very easily just found some real buying here, and this could wind up shooting this up even higher, which is entirely possible. But notice too, the threshold here thresholds at negative 643. It moved down. Now if the lows don't make it really any lower, in fact they're making it higher, this is going to move up. Yeah, this is going to move up nicely. This threshold right now shouldn't, how can I say this, as we come down to 34.25, the threshold is somewhere between this 39 and 43 level. give it about 5/100ths of a point. And so this moves back up. So we could have taken a buy here. You have a nice oversold pivot right in here on the YM. Yeah, it really should have gone long on that pivot. Because if this moved up from 643 to, again, right around 639, 638, that's enough to move this up just a tick or so. But this move was significant. Big move up in the premium. That's a big pivot. That really is a long, and I just should have gone ahead and taken that. But what I'd like to see is this move down and build this profile so we drop even further. That was my desire to see that happen, but obviously it didn't as of yet. So this will continue to move up. Let's just watch this. We made a nice profit on the way down. See if we can get into a short here. So let's see. Okay, now we've got a drop. We're at a higher price here. Let's check it over here. Okay. So 561. At 36.50. And we were a little higher here. So that threshold had moved up a bit, and then we got divergent, as you saw. But expect that'll go back up. Because the last time we were here, the premium had dropped to 561. We're still higher. So I would expect that to move up and look for 37. Looks like we get some buying, but I could take it up there to 37. And yeah, 37.25. Your VWAP's right in there. Might as well go long. Get a little something out of this. Now we're up there on the YM already, so we better watch that. Yeah, YM is coming down. This is dropping fairly fast. There we go. All right. Okay, there's your divergence. There's your divergence. Now we're not quite up there yet on the YM all the way to that descending low value areas. Sometimes it's better just to wait. But there was divergence there. We took a short right at 36.75. We got filled. We had a limit order up there. See, once you learn how to read this properly, you don't have to wait for this threshold line to get plotted. You can just look at where the highs are. Okay. Just look at that, and that should be sufficient for you to know that divergence exists, and therefore you can execute before the plot shows up, because you were divergent right in there on the premium. You were divergent there on the ticky. You were divergent on the YM. Now we've got to get to the other side of the point of control here and start moving back down. All right, that's good. That's good. We got to start moving back down. Now, what will help us to see that that's going to happen is the lows. The lows here are dropping. Yeah, this threshold line here is probably a pretty good point of reference. But if the lows remain above, this will shoot back up. But instead, we've got to see that go back down. That's not happening right now, as you can see. So -6 to -8 on the ticky. There we go. Now, for those of you that are following us, the ticky is an interesting thing. We haven't really spent a lot of time talking about it. Okay, that's good. That's good. can you get a odd number on the ticky? And the answer is no, you cannot. It's always an even number. All right, we're going to take a little money off the table again. Okay. All right, so we should be below 634. We're not. See, 634 was associated with that pivot. We ought to be much lower than that. But we're not. So we've got to get a drop. Oh, okay, we move through. We move through. Okay, that's what we want. Ah, yeah, yes. There you go. Okay, see what I'm talking about? It's likely it'll mess around in here and move back up to 34.25, mess around there, and then once again drop. But sometimes we get lucky and it just pushes right down to 32. Yeah. Let's move back up. So this morning we don't have a lot of time to go into a lengthy video. Already 23 minutes into this one, but and I think we're just going to close out because we just don't have enough time to do as much as we'd like. But you could see, all right, you should have, as this came down, all right, and hit that new level. Now you know that premium ought to be lower, and it was, and it came down to a much lower price. It needed to sustain itself there and go lower to take this lower. It didn't do that, so what happens is it goes right back up, and you can see that. Up we go. So if you were just holding and holding and holding, you kind of already knew. Well, if you were reading the premium, right, you knew that's going to move this thing up. So whatever profit you might have had in there is going to get quickly eaten, and down you come. Now, just to finish this out, this brief video. All right, you look at the point of control here. All right, and the highs, for example, right in here. Look at your highs on the premium right in here. 579, 578. Where were you here? Much higher originally, but then you moved to 551. Now that's higher. That's good. Okay. But now it's a bit divergent from these previous highs, but that was too high. That was too high. So it would seem reasonable, given that this level is now at 51. Okay, 51 compared to, let's move that down, 79. That this could have gone higher. But nevertheless, it was divergent from where we were at previously, and it dropped. And so that little correlation was enough. So I would anticipate that this will move back up. And it's coming down nicely now. And we'll see if it'll drop again now. The goal is to get below 634. So, okay, it already propagated. And 642, right, is lower than 634. And that's good. So this is stepping down, and we should go lower. Thank you very much. It's doing exactly the way yes. See how that works. Oh, very nice, very nice. Now right down to 32. Very good. Okay. Gotta learn this. Gotta learn this. You learn this, and you have no problem trading. All right, that's our video for the morning. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Rod Kusin, Spoolman for Risk.